Hey guys, welcome back to another Casual Friday. Now today's video is actually incredibly random, so it suits Casual Fridays very well. I literally came up with this idea literally this morning when I woke up. I was like, oh no, I want to do a video today. I had another idea, but I'm doing that another day instead. So today's video is going to be a kind of random video. It's not really a tag video, but it could almost be construed as a, is that a word? Construed? It could always be construed as a tag video if you so wish. So today's video I'm going to be talking about popular trends that I have never done, and by popular trends I mean like things I've never watched, things that I've never actually done in life, and you guys will basically find out that I don't really get out very much. Yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Now, I know this is a bit of an odd video, but just bear with me. I want you guys to get to know me a little bit better. First thing I just want to quickly mention is I have never watched Stranger Things. This is not a personal preference. I used to have Netflix for about 2 years, but I got rid of it when the price went up, and also I got Amazon Prime and I had the video option. And I somehow thought that was going to be better, so I actually ended up deleting Netflix. There is quite a few series I never actually got around to watching, even when I have Netflix. The only one I can really remember right now is Stranger Things. Now, one series I did watch and really enjoy on Netflix, obviously Orange is the New Black. Absolutely loved it. I actually got the free trial of Netflix back specifically so I could watch season 5. That's how much I loved it. Moving on to an unpopular opinion of a certain Netflix series. Now, this is something that I personally did not enjoy. I watched the first episode. There's a massive hype about it. There still is now. Found it really boring. Never watched it again since. I admit I didn't give it much of a chance because I found the first episode a bit boring. I didn't really know what was going on. So I was like, okay, I'm not watching that one again. And Netflix series I'm actually talking about is Making a Murderer. Now, I know this is a very popular series, so I'm sorry about my unpopular opinion. I just personally found it quite boring. I am massively into crime documentaries though, which I found very odd that I just didn't really get into that first episode. I probably would have got into it if I kept watching it, but if I watch an episode and don't like it, I don't tend to go back and watch the next one in case it's better. I just leave it and go, I'm not going to enjoy that one. So I admit I didn't give it much of a chance. I am normally very into crime documentaries, but I just didn't like that particular series. But yeah, please comment down below as well, letting me know what Netflix series you think I should watch and what you think of Making a Murderer. And I promise you guys now, I will watch another episode of Making a Murderer and see what I really think of it. Also, another TV show series which is very popular. This is kind of what inspired this video in the first place actually, is I wanted to admit this to people now. I've never watched Game of Thrones. Ever. My whole family are massive fans of Game of Thrones, to a point I have the entire series in Blu-ray downstairs, but I've never watched a single episode. I've heard it's really good, but I've also heard it's very gory, so I'm a bit scared to watch it for the first time. But I am still planning, I promise you now, I am still planning to watch it at some point. Another unpopular opinion, I'm gonna make everyone hate me watching this video, and I'm so sorry about this. I don't like Star Wars. I find Star Wars really boring personally. I went to see this cinema like years ago and I was much younger, my whole family, and this is probably the first and only time I've ever fallen asleep in cinema. Don't even think I was tired. I think I was just so bored of the film I fell asleep, and I've never done that before in my life and hopefully never will again. Another film I didn't really like, I think I liked it when I was younger, but I don't really like it anymore, I find it really boring, is Lord of the Rings. Now this is really ironic because when I was about 10-11 years old for World Book Day, I dressed up as a Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I actually ended up getting into the newspaper. Quite ironic now I've said that, but that is a true story. I didn't really enjoy Lord of the Rings. So moving on to life experiences that I've never done. So the first one I've never done is I've never gone to a music festival. This is probably going to be quite shocking for you guys because normally most people by the time I turn 25 have been to at least one music festival. Funny story about this actually, I used to go to University of Portsmouth. If you know Portsmouth pretty well, you know what I'm talking about. There is a music festival down the road from where I used to live for 2 years at uni. Literally like a 5-minute walk from where my house is, and I never even went to that one. To be fair to me, it used to be in the summer. I used to be working over summer, so I couldn't go anyway. But there is also another quite unpopular opinion on why I didn't go to any music festivals. I really hate camping. I've camped once in my life and I'd never do it again. It was horrible. I think I stayed overnight in a tent 2 nights. This was back in secondary school. I used to go to a school that has a farm and I was actually showing the sheep at a county show. So we had to camp over this weekend while we were showing the sheep and getting the animals ready and all that. So I absolutely hated it because it was cold, it was wet, it was windy, the tent was cramped. And the one thing I absolutely hated the most was the fact I had to get completely butt-ass naked in the tent. And I was so scared that people were going to see me, someone was going to walk in, and it was just really, really horrible. I hated it. And also, I don't really like Portaloos. So going into Portaloo and getting changed scared me just as much doing it in the tent. So I had no choice, but it was horrible. But I am possibly thinking of going to music festival at least once in my life because I want to tick it off my bucket list. If there's anything in this video you can actually relate to and actually agree with, please let me know in the comments down below so I don't feel so alone and so stupid right now. This actually bothers me quite a lot of the next one I'm going to talk about, and that is that I've never gone travelling. Been abroad before without my family for the first time a couple of years ago, but I've never been actually travelling. The worst part of this is, sadly, I'm now at that age where I'm possibly getting a bit too old to go travelling, unless I go by myself, which I'm way too scared to do right now. I really want to do it. I'm very scared of doing it, but unfortunately I'm at that age, all my actual friends who I would go with, got boyfriends or girlfriends, they're having babies or they're getting married, or they've just literally got full-time jobs and they can't commit to going travelling for a couple of months with me. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the video. If there's anyone out there who can relate to me, anything mentioned in the video that you haven't done either, please let me know in the comments down below so I don't feel like such a failure in life. And I'll see you guys in the next one, which I promise you is going to be much better and much more interesting. Bye!